Good morning. Welcome to G'day Crypto, your home of the crypto news with the fast facts. There has been so much going on with XRP the last couple of days. Got some really exciting things to get into. This has started the next leg of this major bull run that we are in. Obviously, the price has come back a little bit. We'll get into that. A little bit of housekeeping first. The time is 5:58 a.m. local time. We're at block height 798,981. Monday, July 7, 2023. That's where we are in space. Market cap 1.26 trillion. It is down 0.3%. Last 24 hours, there is quite a lot of red over there. If we zoom out to a week, and you can see a lot of green. Things obviously pumped hard after XRP had that partial win. It's not as big as what we think it is. And I did talk to the biggest lawyer from Brown and Rudnick, a corporate partner, Haley Lennon, last Friday on the day this news broke. So that's this video right here. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. You can stop watching this video and just watch that video. The amount of insight from one of the top crypto lawyers in the world, from the firm that represented Johnny Depp, the insights into this video here, absolutely insane. Lucky enough for me, I was there. I got to interview Haley. We'd already lined up a conversation, just happened to be able to fall on one of the major milestone days that we've ever seen in crypto. Make no mistake that ruling was absolutely huge. Thursday for everyone in the US. It was Friday here for me in Australia. Let's just carry on with the housekeeping. We will get into the news as well. Bitcoin, $30,287. High in the last 24 hours of 30,442, a low of 30,163. We are going to get into a little bit of Bitcoin FUD shortly. Ethereum 1932, current price sideways, last 24 hours down 0.3%. A high 1942, a low of 1922. Sitting right bang in the middle. Now the banner bubbles, there is this blue bubble here on the banner bubbles. It's not this one. I probably shouldn't have clicked on it. I popped it earlier. You do have the chance to win $50,000. So jump into the banter bubbles and pop them. They're a pretty good tool just to be able to visually see the whole market represented. We've got some crap pumping here. I won't name anything, but I'm sure you can work it out. A whole lot of altcoins there. It is what it is. If you want to gamble, it's your money, your choice. So go hard. For me personally, and this video is not financial advice, altcoin season will come. We're not quite there yet unless you're really watching the market. If you're going to watch the market non-stop, you can do really well. What we're seeing here, HEX 9.7%, XRP 3.2, 3.4% in the last 24 hours. There's nothing to blink at, but do you want to spend all your time looking at a computer, wasting your life looking at a screen, gambling, or do you just want to stack and chill? Anyway, that's me. Maybe I'll go, I hold some shit coins, no doubt about it. I hold some shit coins less and less because it's just a waste of time and brain space. So this is the stock to flow model, originally came out by Plan B. In regards to Bitcoin, what it's depicting is the amount of stock or the amount of Bitcoin that's been mined and the new stuff coming on there, and then how the price and the inflation work together here. I believe by 2025, we're looking at about $1 million. It's just right here. May 26, 2025, that's 400,000 model price. And then we come up pretty close to $1 million. It's been pretty close. Like you look at that, this is a standard deviation away from that. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will, especially with what's going on with Larry Fink. Larry definitely makes you think what is going on in the wider world. And Larry's our new advertising. He's a Bitcoin marketing manager. This guy, who would have thought? The BlackRock CEO, obviously self-interest. It's not going to be as good as we think or as bad as we think. But he's on a marketing mission for Bitcoin, which is absolutely awesome for everyone in the space. Whether Bitcoin, altcoins, it does not matter. It is going to benefit everyone in the short term, long term, sort of like CBDCs. I want to get into that. Then we'll get into a Bitcoin XRP, a couple of things you do need to know about. Quick reminder, if you haven't watched it, just watch this video. That is the #1 thing you could do all week to get really educated. Now, Ron DeSantis, please let us know your opinions of this gentleman. I don't care about politics. I just want to know the sentiment about this guy. From what I can see, especially on Twitter, he seems like a good dude. So Ron DeSantis vows to ban CBDCs in the US if elected president. I think everyone should do that. Definitely a win in my book. July 14, DeSantis promised to ban CBDCs in the US if elected president. If I am the president, on day one, we will nix central bank digital currencies. Done. Dead. Not happening in this country. In May, he signed a bill in Florida that prohibits the use of federal CBDCs as money. He also banned using foreign CBDCs, claiming it would lead to a massive transfer of power from consumers to create a central authority. It's long been a source of controversy in the crypto community. Opponents claiming CBDCs threaten citizens' privacy and could lead to absolute government control, while others see it as a tool to boost adoption as well as global use case for blockchain technology. Scary use case for blockchain technology. Over 100 countries are researching the tech, and at least 39 nations will either put in a CBDC pilot, proof of concept, or other related initiatives are underway. At the moment, pretty scary times in Australia. They are testing it very hard. America, they say they're not, but there is Fed now as well, which they say is not a CBDC. I'd like to know your thoughts on that. Now, this is FUD article I was reading, and I need somebody to fact check me on this, but it says Bitcoin tumbles below 30K, price buckle after altcoin frenzy on XRP ruling. Even in the chart, Bitcoin here, the one where they're talking about Bitcoin going below 30K, it's still above 30K. If we go to the Bitcoin chart here, we go to the 7 days, we flick the candles on. Not once in the last 7 days has it dropped below $30,000. So can someone please look into that? Because if the crypto news is talking a whole lot of codswallop, we need to make sure we're aware of that. And what's the agenda behind that? Or is that just a misprice and they're talking about it going below $31,000, which it has done? Obviously, we're at 30,000. We pumped up over 31. It was good. Didn't last very long. We've come back down, but we are holding nice and strong above 30,000, which is all good in my book. Let us know your thoughts on that. So Bitcoin, largest crypto, fell below 30,000. I can't see it. Down more than 5% from a high of around 31,800 at one point on Thursday. XRP was trading at 69 cents. What a great number. Or down 25% from a peak of 93%. Would have been cool if it was 69 and 96. It would have been pretty even. Anyway, the token briefly toppled Binance BNB as the 4th largest crypto by market cap, but slipped back to 5th in the ranking after today's price drop. Pretty exciting. Sudden drop in prices caught traders who bet on the higher prices off guard, with 155 million of long positions liquidated. This was the largest long liquidation in a month. Pay attention to that. This was the largest long liquidation in a month. 155 million of long positions liquidated. 155 million as the highest in a month, but there's been a whole lot of millions over the last month that have also been liquidated, and they're going to continue to keep getting liquidated. If you are trading on leverage, it's all good. Just know, let me state this really clearly. If you're playing with leverage, know what the fuck you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to get wrecked. And why do that to yourself? Don't gamble. Stack, chill, go out on the risk curve, have fun with it, but put in proper risk mitigation strategies. Rule number 1 is don't lose money. Ever, never ever lose money. If you can do that, then you're winning. For me, the easiest way to do that is to buy Bitcoin and chill. 5%, I go out into the shit coins. It's happy, but I put all those profits back into the Bitcoin and I can never lose that way. Although you may take an L in individual cases. Ripple's XRP ruling a milestone win for crypto industry, says JP Morgan. Real quickly, tomorrow I will have Dale Warburton coming on the show as well, live tomorrow morning. We are going to talk about altcoins, Bitcoins, an amazing podcaster. Got some incredible interviews lined up, so make sure you do hit subscribe as well and check out those interviews, podcasts, those incredibly deep conversations. They are more aimed for Bitcoiners because I find Bitcoiners are the smartest, the best, the brightest people in the world, but in the crypto space, they're the fascinating conversations, and that's the revolutionary tech here. The rest, it's like funding a startup. Some will work, some won't, but don't get attached to your crappy little bag. They're about making money, stacking more Bitcoin. That's the revolution that's going on here, in my opinion. And I am going to become a very toxic Bitcoin maximalist, but I can just see it's the best way to stop people getting wrecked. So Ripple XRP's ruling is a milestone win for the crypto industry, says JP Morgan. It is good to see JP Morgan, BlackRock, all the big institutions jumping in here. And what they're doing here is posturing, as they want to be seen that they're aligning with the crypto industry now that there's small wins happening. When there's a whole lot of big fat L's, they stuck away, they stepped away. The time right now, local time, is 6:09, just saying, which is the price XRP fell down to. They want to be saying that they've always been in with crypto. So when these ETFs and stuff are approved, people go to the traditional financial institutions. It's all a win for all crypto, what happened with XRP. There are a couple of things that we need to look at, though, because it's only a partial win, and this is what it means for other crypto firms. Coinbase and Binance have a new precedent to cite in court if the decision survives potential appeal. It's one of the big things Haley and I talked about, that it is non-binding as well. So that's no sure thing, lawyers said. Really good article, this one. Just these are the facts that you need to hear. This is also a helpful precedent for Coinbase and Binance to defend against allegations that they are operating as unregistered securities exchanges, brokers, and clearing agencies. Several legal experts were quick to pour cold water on the excitement, arguing the summary judgment may rest on shaky ground and may not translate to the crypto industry's hopeful change in the way it's treated by the SEC. It's not as good as we think it is. It's not as bad as we think it is. At least it's a start in the right direction. Victory laps. The industry latched onto the news that a federal judge had essentially declared token sales on exchanges weren't investment contracts, even though institutional sales of XRP to hedge funds and the like were deemed securities in the same ruling. So the good, the bad, and the complicated. If upheld on appeal, this decision significantly narrows the SEC's jurisdiction over the crypto market. And that's what we need to see. It needs to be upheld on appeal. While no other district court judges are obligated to follow the reasoning in this ruling, it could spell problems for the SEC and other pending litigation, particularly those that are focused primarily, if not exclusively, on secondary market activity. Although Ripple has denied conducting a single offering of XRP, the SEC alleges in its suit that Ripple sold approximately $728.9 million worth of XRP in institutional sales. And you think XRP is decentralized and it's for the people? Just look at that last line that I read. I'm not against XRP. I sold it April 21 and made a lot of money from it. So I'm very grateful for XRP. They did put a $5 million smear campaign out against Bitcoin, so I don't like them for that. Grateful for the money I made from it and made more Bitcoin with it. These institutions are going to dump on retail. It happens over and over and over again. Ethereum, Solana, just name any DeFi project and you're going to get the same crap. I would expect the crypto industry to look for creative ways to make an initial distribution of digital assets that avoid the facts and circumstances that led to this judge find there is an investment contract security related to the digital assets. So Preston Byrne, corporate partner at law firm Brown's Rudnick's Digital Commerce Group, that's exactly where Haley's from here as well, corporate partner, and works alongside Preston Byrne. Absolutely incredible. It was such an honor, but you have to just watch that video. It's absolutely amazing, very high level conversation. Okay, So he wrote that the ruling, which concluded institutional sales of XRP do constitute investment contracts, but other distributions do not, essentially assigning two regulatory states to one token. It may be flawed and vulnerable to overturn if the SEC decided to appeal the decision. It is going to be an ongoing, nuanced conversation. Check that out. That explains a lot, yeah? And 69's come up, 169 videos on the channel. Let's go. Make sure you hit subscribe. Incredible conversations coming up. Gary Gensler, what a guy. Absolutely fascinating. He was all for blockchain technology when he was at MIT, when he was teaching Bitcoin and blockchain, becomes the SEC puppet, and he, I don't think it's him. I just think he's ruled by the masters and he's got no spine. So he just goes along with whatever they say. I don't think his thoughts are his own, which is pretty scary. Could the Ripple ruling spell the end of regulation by enforcement? I don't think so. I think they're actually probably going to step it up in the short term before a precedent is set. Along the way, the district judge's ruling that some XRP token sales were non-investment contracts will likely eventually lead to a bipartisan regulatory framework that is more favorable to the pro-crypto crowd in Congress, which is good. SEC had a no good, very bad day because of a district judge's ruling. SEC versus XRP, despite issuing a statement filled with bravado and the kind of detachment from reality that might make even Donald Trump think twice before pressing send. Why do they need to bring the amazing orange man into the conversation? The SEC likely knows how serious of a rebuke its overall approach to crypto received in a federal court. If the ruling holds, we may be witnessing the beginning of the end of SEC Chair Gensler's regulation by enforcement approach to crypto assets, and then will be messy for those who oppose crypto. It's what we want to hear. Now, my headphones, for whatever reason, are not working, but on this day was 2019. You need to listen to this. I'll play it for you. Listen really closely. I did hear it this morning. I thought it was great and wanted to share it.
As the president has said, Bitcoin is highly volatile and based on thin air. We are concerned about the speculative nature of Bitcoin and will make sure that the U.S. financial system is protected from fraud.
Pretty crazy, hey? 10,842. We're now just over $30,000. Obviously, it's been very volatile in between. But we have Larry Fink going on a pro-publicity campaign for Bitcoin. It's just amazing how much things can change in a couple of short years, and we are going to see the World Health Organization, the World Economic Forum, my apologies, are already coming out pro-Bitcoin very subtly as well, and it's going to happen more and more and more. Bitcoin is eating the world. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink talks up crypto demand from gold investors, which is a huge industry. The asset management giant last month applied with regulators to open a spot ETF. If you didn't know that happened, no, of course everyone knows, as you should. Absolutely amazing news. Larry Fink was in a bullish mood on Friday as he spoke of the increasing demand he has seen for cryptocurrency among gold investors. It is interesting how he says cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not crypto, yeah? The CEO of the 8.5 trillion asset manager BlackRock said more and more gold investors have been asking about the role of crypto over the last 5 years, highlighting the role exchange-traded funds have had in democratizing access to gold as they could do in crypto. Now, the only question I have here is, because he keeps saying crypto, is if he is mistaking Bitcoin with crypto. I'm sure everyone watching this channel knows the difference. As with any new markets, if BlackRock's name's going to be on it, we're going to make sure it's safe and sound protected. Fink added, this is going to allow a lot of traditional investors to be able to come into the Bitcoin space. The good side of it is they'll get exposure to Bitcoin. Hopefully some of them, through that education and holding Bitcoin and seeing the potential, learn how to take self-custody and they'll probably have to sell the ETF, use their profits to buy Bitcoin and then self-custody that. Be a bit of a dick around for sure, but incredible. And I think this will open it up and make it more mainstream. A lot of people are just going to hold this ETF, which is no good. They can shut it off at any stage. But for the people that take the time to become sovereign individuals, it will work out really well. really quickly on this, buying the dip, record 3.8% of the Bitcoin supply last moved at 30,200. Bitcoin at $30,000 is the most popular buy level ever, the latest on-chain data suggests. Absolutely insane. A record amount of Bitcoin changed hands near the current spot price. Bitcoin, big move coming thanks to buyer interest. Bitcoin price action may have stalled near the 30K mark, but buyer behavior suggests there is a significant demand for the largest cryptocurrency here and now. 30,200 price at which the largest number was created. The result is that 3.8% of the total Bitcoin supply last moved at 30,200, more even than at 16,500, which marks the area near the 22 post FTX bottom. A big move is coming. Over 7 million Bitcoin are either hodled or lost. Old and large stashes of Bitcoin continue to head towards new record highs. The hodled or lost coin segment currently includes 7.77 million Bitcoin worth around 233 billion. This is the highest tally in 5 years. Estimates have long suggested that around 20% of Bitcoin's 21 million units may have already been locked from circulation forever. Every time a Bitcoin is lost, it benefits everyone else that is holding as a whole. And nothing there, and nothing there. Ladies and gentlemen, amazing podcast tomorrow with Dale. Absolutely incredible podcast. We're going to go real deep. If you've got any questions about altcoins or Bitcoins, we are going to dive into both of those. He did work for a magazine, a publication in Web3. Now, 100% Bitcoiner as well. What people would say, Bitcoin maxi. So it's going to be a really fun, enlightening conversation. Hit subscribe. Check out that video with Haley. I truly urge you to do yourself a favor. It's incredible. So have fun. We'll see you on the next video. Be blessed. Peace.